Nowadays, the average person checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes. Social media has become so ingrained in our lives that when we hear a notification buzz, our stops focusing on anything else until you check what the notification says. The fascinating part is, when you check that one notification, 90% of the times, you stay on the platform mindlessly scrolling. Think about it. How many family gatherings or friend meetups have you been to where meaningful conversation only happens during greetings? The rest of the visit? Everyone's glued to their phones, physically present but mentally elsewhere with our virtual friends, whose real names we don't even know. The real problem emerges when you realize you can't connect with your friend, partner, or relative like you used to. Quality time has become a rare commodity. Even more alarming, friends are now likely to be enemies over the conflicts like, you didn't like my photo, you didn't post me, but you posted them, you saw my message and never opened it, and I know you were online. So, is social media really destroying your relationships? By the end, you'll have all the answers because in this video, we'll look at how social media has posed more harm than good to our relationships. 1. The comparison trap. You're casually scrolling through your feed when a photo stops you in your tracks. It's a couple you know, posed against a breathtaking backdrop, their faces radiant with joy. In an instant, your mood shifts. You start questioning your own relationship. Why don't we look that happy? Why aren't we traveling to exotic locations? Why doesn't my partner surprise me with grand gestures? This is the comparison trap, one of the most insidious ways social media erodes our relationships. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that individuals who frequently compare their relationships to others on social media report lower levels of commitment and satisfaction in their own partnerships. The constant exposure to curated snapshots of others' lives creates an unrealistic benchmark against which we measure our own relationships. But here's the truth. What you see on social media is a highlight reel, not reality. That perfect couple you're envying, they have arguments, insecurities, and mundane moments just like everyone else. They just don't post about them. To break free from this trap, practice gratitude. Every time you catch yourself making a comparison, pause and reflect on what you appreciate about your own relationship. This simple act can shift your focus from what you perceive to be lacking to what you actually have. Consider curating your feed by unfollowing or muting accounts that consistently make you feel inadequate. Remember, you have control over what you consume on social media. By transforming the comparison trap into an opportunity for gratitude and growth, you can strengthen your relationship and cultivate a healthier perspective on social media. 2. The attention divide. Picture this. You're sitting across from your partner at a cozy restaurant. The ambiance is perfect, the food is delicious, but instead of gazing into each other's eyes, you're both hunched over your phones, scrolling mindlessly. This is the attention divide, silently eroding the quality of our interactions and intimacy in relationships. A groundbreaking study by the University of Essex found that the mere presence of a mobile phone on the table during a conversation reduced the perceived quality of the interaction and the level of empathy between participants. Even when the phone wasn't in use, its presence served as a subliminal reminder of the wider social network, pulling attention away from the immediate interaction. This phenomenon, known as phubbing, phone snubbing, has become so prevalent that it's now recognized as a significant source of conflict in relationships. A survey conducted by Baylor University found that 46.3% of respondents reported being phubbed by their partner, and 22.6% said it caused conflict in their relationship. To combat the attention divide and reclaim your connection, implement phone-free zones. Designate specific times and places where phones are off limits. This could be during meals, on date nights, or for the first hour after work. By giving each other your undivided attention, you'll deepen your connection and improve the quality of your time together. Consider planning activities that naturally preclude phone use, such as hiking, cooking together, or playing board games. These shared experiences foster connection without digital distractions. When you do use your devices around your partner, be mindful of your purpose. Is it necessary? Or is it just a habit? Share interesting things you find with your partner to make technology a tool for connection rather than division. 3. The oversharing dilemma. We've all encountered them. the couples who seem to document every moment of their relationship online. From breakfast in bed to late-night cuddles, nothing seems off-limits. While it might seem harmless or even romantic, this tendency to overshare can actually put unnecessary strain on a relationship. Research from the University of Kansas found a surprising correlation. Couples who are more active on social media tend to be less satisfied with their relationships. This phenomenon, dubbed relationship visibility, suggests that the more a couple broadcasts their relationship online, the less secure they may feel about it in reality. Oversharing leads to relationship dissatisfaction for several reasons. When we constantly share our relationship online, we start to prioritize how our partnership looks to others over how it feels to us. This external validation can become addictive, leading us to stage moments for social media rather than genuinely enjoying them. Moreover, oversharing can create pressure to maintain a perfect image, causing stress and anxiety when reality doesn't match the curated online persona. To address the oversharing dilemma, try keeping some moments just for the two of you. Create a private photo album or journal where you can store special memories without the pressure of public approval. This will help you focus on enjoying experiences together rather than curating them for an audience. When you do share, be mindful of your partner's comfort level and privacy preferences. 4. The digital infidelity risk. Social media has blurred the lines of what constitutes cheating. A seemingly innocent like or private message can quickly spiral into something more. In fact, a survey by the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers found that 81% of divorce lawyers reported an increase in the use of social media evidence in divorce cases. The ease of reconnecting with past flames or meeting new people online has created a new frontier of temptation. Even if no physical cheating occurs, emotional affairs can develop through constant digital communication, eroding the trust and intimacy in the primary relationship. To protect your relationship from digital infidelity, establish clear boundaries around social media use. Discuss what you both consider appropriate behavior online and be transparent about your interactions. Consider sharing passwords or using joint social media accounts if both partners are comfortable with this level of openness. Be mindful of your online interactions and ask yourself if you would be comfortable with your partner seeing them. If the answer is no, it's a sign that you may be crossing a line. Remember, trust is built on open communication, not surveillance. 5. The reality distortion field. Social media often presents a highly curated version of reality. This can lead to unrealistic expectations in our relationships. We start to believe that everyone else's life is perfect, while ours is full of flaws. A study published in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found a strong link between social media use and increased feelings of depression, anxiety, and loneliness. This negative mindset can seep into our relationships, causing us to focus on what's wrong instead of what's right. To break free from this distortion, try a social media detox. Start with a day, then a week, and observe how it affects your mood in your relationship. Use this time to engage in activities that bring you closer to your partner in the real world. Rediscover the joy of uninterrupted conversations, shared hobbies, or simply being present together without the constant pull of social media. When you do use social media, approach it with a critical eye. Remember that people tend to share their best moments, not their struggles. Encourage open conversations with your partner about the realities behind the perfect posts you see. This can help both of you maintain a healthier perspective on social media and your own relationship. 6. The communication breakdown. While social media promises to keep us connected, it can actually hinder real communication. We start to rely on emojis and likes to express our feelings, losing the nuance and depth of face-to-face interactions. A study by the Pew Research Center found that 42% of cell phone owners in a relationship have felt their partner was distracted by their phone when they were together. This constant distraction can lead to misunderstandings and feelings of neglect. To improve communication, set aside dedicated time for meaningful conversations without digital interruptions. Practice active listening and express your feelings verbally rather than relying on digital shortcuts. This will help you rebuild the emotional intimacy that may have been eroded by social media use. Consider implementing a tech-free hour each day where you and your partner focus solely on each other. Use this time to discuss your day, share your thoughts and feelings, or simply enjoy each other's company without the distraction of screens. 7. The self-esteem spiral. Constantly seeing idealized versions of other people's lives can take a toll on your self-esteem. This, in turn, can affect how you show up in your relationship. If you don't feel good about yourself, it's harder to be a good partner. Research from the University of Strathclyde found that heavy social media data users were more likely to have negative body image, which can impact relationship satisfaction. The constant comparison to filtered and edited images can lead to feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. The key is to remember that social media is a highlight reel, not reality. Focus on building your self-esteem offline. Engage in activities that make you feel competent and valued. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and encourage your partner to do the same. Consider starting a gratitude practice together, where you regularly share things you appreciate about each other and your relationship. This can help counteract the negative effects of social media on your self-esteem and strengthen your bond. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.